Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another Q&A of this week. We have two questions coming from the community, the Discord, and one that came in through Instagram. So we're going to start off with the question from Lils, which was, what's the most important video skills that you should learn to edit and create video content as an artist? Well, to be honest, just the basics, I think it's very valuable if an artist can do their own content creation. It saves up a lot of work, saves up a lot of time, and you have full control of how you would like to present it to the world. So just the basics of, let's say, Final Cut Pro, for example, is already very useful. If you can make like reels, stories, or like horizontal videos, the basics would already cover. And there's a lot of, let's say, templates that you can use or presets that you can download on websites that you can buy, like those packages, which can be really helpful in creating transitions. So just buy a few of those professional packages of presets, which will instantly boost the quality of your videos and will help you to make better social media content. So the basics plus a few preset packs would already do it, in my opinion. The second question that came in is from Ishvaro in the Discord community. He's a valued VIP member there. He says, I'm going to do my first release very soon, and it feels kind of scary but amazing at the same time. I think we all know that feeling. How was it when you did your first release? Can you share the experience, tell what went wrong or right? Well, to be honest, it's been a long time. I think it's been about 15 years. It's a fun story though. Like the first official, like the original track that I signed was with a label called Big Boss Records. I'm not sure if it still exists, but back then the owner was like a famous name in the music industry. Back then also like a bit older, I think 40, 45 years old. And when I got the contract, it was a collaboration with Epster, with a friend of mine. We got the contract and it was completely new to us. So English contract, a lot of terms that we didn't understand. Our parents couldn't help us with this. So we simply replied to the label owner and said like, hey, could it be possible that we visit your house or office and you take us through the whole contract and show us what all these things are and what they mean? And he actually lived up to it. He said like, yeah, sure, come over, I'll explain it to you. So I went there with Epster and he told us what all the terms meant and what the deal meant in basics. So then the track got released, and maybe this is useful for you to know, but back then there really wasn't social media, as in Facebook wasn't a thing yet. We did have Hives here in the Netherlands. Now I'm starting to sound like an old grandpa, but Hives was kind of the only platform we had back then, which was like a Dutch social media platform. But there wasn't really like content creation or influencers. They weren't a thing back then. So promoting your music and getting your music to people happened in a different way and mostly happened from the industry side. So the label was fully responsible for getting your music to an audience, like reaching the audience. That was their task. That's why you partly paid them to do that. So how they did that was mainly like getting your tracks into DJ sets, like promoting them to other DJs, trying to get support, sending it to radio shows, those type of things. Also because Spotify, for example, also didn't exist. So the only real way to get your music to an audience was by getting other people to support it. That was the main thing that you should do back then. Afterwards, when social media came, like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all the things you guys are on right now, that's where content creation became a big part of the deal, because now you can literally reach a crowd through your phone. Like by posting content, you can have other people listening to your music, watching you, getting to know you. So content creation has become a big part of the promotional aspect of things, because it's also another part of the question that you asked, like, and since you coach top artists, maybe you can share a bit on how they released their songs. Well, I don't think it's that much different than a starting artist does. Like try to reach a crowd. You do that by posting content. You try to get into playlists, like a Spotify playlist, for example. You try to get support from DJs. They do the same exact things. The only thing that really differentiates from a starting artist and a top artist is that a top artist already has the network and already has the brand. So if he or she sends their song to another artist, it's much more likely to get supported. Or if he or she is reaching out to a playlist owner, it's much more likely to get featured. And that happens because they've been spending years to build the brand to become a famous name, a well-known name, a trusted name. And that's the biggest difference. But the strategy itself isn't that different at all. The biggest difference is they already have a big reach and a starting artist doesn't. So I hope this really helps. I think it's also important for a starting artist to realize that you're not doing anything wrong. It's just gonna take time. It's not gonna happen in one day, especially especially like for you, Ishvara, like the first track that you're gonna put out, don't expect it to do that much, because the chances of it not doing that well is much bigger than the other one. So I'm not trying to bring you down, I'm just tempering expectations. So the only thing I can really say to a starting artist is keep going, you know, like put out music every month and keep going, no matter what the impact of the song has been. If it got 10,000 listenings or 1 or 100,000, doesn't matter. Keep going. That's the only thing that really matters, because that's the only thing that's gonna bring you closer to becoming a top DJ or a top artist in the future. The only thing that differentiates you from a professional artist is the fact that they didn't give up. Simple as that. So I hope this helped. I will be back soon with another Q&A session. If you're listening or watching to this right now, walking on the street, doing your workout, whatever, if you're not part of the Discord, like the artist coaching community yet, make sure to join, because there's like a group of people sharing knowledge, talking to each other, giving feedback, and I think that's one of the most important things you can have as an artist. So feel free to join the Discord group, and that's it for now. So hope to see you guys soon, and have a good day. Bye.